where we are. And who else is here with us? Let's go look around. Just do a survey. Pull out your thing and do a survey. Well, right? Tell the truth. Hey, man. Our people, that's our job. That's what it's been. They tried to get us, derail our thinking, getting us worried about the masjid, derail our thinking, worrying about bank accounts, derail our everything, derail, and deter you from what you have to do. That's why we said, no. We might as well have been on a vacation the last time, right? And then they fool around and try to mess with your body and stuff. So I said a month ago, because I can feel the numbness here and I can feel, I said, I ain't checking up on nothing. I know you done made this up. So it's just like that time years ago when they had your body hurting so much you can't hardly walk. I said, I'm going to walk. And as soon as you say that, they pull it back. The exact same thing with this. So, boss man, you can learn how to behave and become better, or you're going to the dustbin of history. Dustbin, whatever it is. It don't mean we're going to put you there. It means that we're going to do what we can to make the world better. We don't want it, to show up on the day of judgment. Well, what did you do there when the stuff started boiling over and all kind of stuff? Shoot, I got me. That was one island way out there. And I hustled up enough money to go out there, fish, stuff like that. Well, don't look too good, for you, dear believer. If that was a resistance award, now this is what we're saying. No, it's resistance award 214. If there's a resistance award, we would get it. See, we have to know what we've been doing. And there's no grade for it, so technically we have to grade ourselves without arrogance or without any. You have to try to give yourself a grade. You have to look at the world you're living in, the historical process, and you have to give yourself your own grade, okay? And a lot of things that we haven't done, but we never gave up on the people. Never gave up on the people. Again, archivists, documentalists, chroniclers, historians, or historicize. Again, the mission, liberate the Islamic movement from foreign control and domination, inferiority complexes, sold out leaders, liberate the agenda, defeatism, and liberate attitude and self-image. What would you say about Saudi Arabia buying up all the arms and getting all the free rides from the U.S.? It's not getting them right now, right? Yeah. In fact, boss man is double-cross you so bad, they'll double-cross bin Salman too. Well, they had already double-crossed him on the surface. But hey, they talking about putting him in jail if they can, right? They're talking about that. That don't mean, you got to remember, they're hypocrites and criminals. But the dialogue for this year is different than the dialogue last year, by leaps and bounds. By leaps and bounds. They have a dumb president that told the people, come on down, do this, do that, right? And they're discombobulated. The system is discombobulated. It's that. And all the people in it, they don't know what to do. Okay, that's what we've been talking about all the time. Is that new to us? Absolutely not. That's what we've been talking about it, as though it's already happened every day, all the time, right here in this masjid. Only thing we needed was certain things. Willpower, strong-mindedness, the ability to hold on with fortitude, self-control, self-command, self-mastery, and constancy. To be relentless after what we're moving toward, but relentless without motion back then. Now, relentless with motion moving forward. We're relentless in this. I'm telling you. Endurance, duro, hard. Endurance to harden yourself so you can do what? Last a long time. You got to look at the gift. Look, it's dirty what they do. Our people didn't last a long time. And the people after that was Negro John Lewis and them. When they busted him upside the head at the Pettus Bridge, they knocked all the sense out of him. You got to do wrong for right. Whatever he had some, do good, something other he had a saying. Good trouble. That clown, what about Imam Jamil, his homeboy? He knew Imam Jamil was in jail, and he knew when every movie you see about when it's John Lewis and others, the others is Imam Jamil and them. And he hated Imam Jamil and them. And he talking about America great. What about your Honorable Martin Luther King? What they did to him, they not only killed him, they spied on him, they did everything that you can do to a human being, right? He don't say nothing about that. He didn't. Why? Because he got in the house. That's the only thing they wanted, to get in the house. And they never said nothing about the Muslim. Wait a minute. What you're doing to the Muslims is like what you did to Dr. King and us in that movement. What about that? He ain't said a word. He wanted to get in good trouble. Good trouble for him is not to be in no trouble. Right? That's good trouble where it ain't none that exists. Right? It's so hypocritical, it's unbelievable. But it sells. I'm in the Congo, United States of America, and love America, and you got to get out there and vote now. You don't vote, whatever it was. You don't vote, you lose. People gave their life for you to vote. For me and all these other white folks up here. You got your choice. Look at all these white folks. You got your choice. Choose one of them. One of us. Just choose. That's what the vote is. Right? It is. Choose one of us. You get a chance. You're going to get your throat cut. But you got a choice to choose a dull knife, a sharp knife, or a mediocre knife. Choose. You got a choice. That's the choice you got. Get your throat cut or get lied through by a silver-tongued, slick Peckerwood from Harvard. Right? Or by a no-talking Negro from Georgia or Mississippi. Choose. You got that choice. In slavery, you didn't have that choice. You just had a slave master. Now, you can choose who you're going to work for. You can choose sometime even why you're going to work. Okay. I'm going to move toward, so we get the Resistance Award that we've resisted. Okay. Now for us, we haven't did a bad job. not only are we still here, but we haven't changed. We're getting worse. Yeah, our attitude about them and our respect for them is less. And our surety about the future is more. It's more. This is the thing about, they said 95% of ability is stickability. No matter what you say, you got to, if you understand that, it's not like I want to live a long time and I want, no. But in order to get things done, it's transgenerational. It's not, in our struggle here, why you think we got knocked out of the box? Different than China, different all those struggles over there, because they had a long time. They started the Communist Party in 1921. They didn't have the Long March till 11, 12, 13 years later. And I don't know, they say 1 million people passed away, right? They didn't get their liberation till 1949. In 1959, they had a dip where so many people died, I don't even want to mention it, right? But now, you ever see them buildings in China? Now, good God Almighty. You ever look at New York? It looks like an old sad sack. When you put it up against that new glossy, new technology that don't use as much energy as New York, they got them old furnaces down there burning up everything, right? And you look at China, this is what happened in transition. When you transfer, the transfer has already happened. It's dystopia. That's what they look like. That's what they look like. It's sad. Okay. It does look sad, but see, they're not doing anything. If you would listen to them, they'd be telling you how nice it is and we're going to fix this, and they ain't going to do nothing. Just imagine what we have an opportunity. Just think back in the great eons of history or the future. Not that that's what we're doing it for, but we'll be right there in the history books with everybody, because we tried to do something. How much we do, Allah knows that. But we're not going to sit around and just like, you know, the hadith say that the fowl of the air, the fish of the sea will make dua for that type of person that we're trying to be. They make dua for them. Okay. I think that's sufficient. Are there any questions or comments? No, I don't want to talk. I see there with a smile. We'll have a special program for them in a month or 2 months when we want to. We're not that. See, you never let people, like, did you feel a little uncomfortable or mad last night when you listened to them people? A little bit? Just.
Yeah, I mean, I try to see the real talk. I don't, that's why oftentimes when she does doing her stuff on social media, I don't like saying that stuff out my mouth. I know I'm just reading it, but I don't even.
Right. No, it's okay. It's okay. But like you say, you choose when you want to say stuff. You choose when you want to do it, and you don't let them interfere with your thought process. They're not even a study in contrast. They're not even a study. You know what they're doing. They wear, Brother Tufel, they wear a sign right here. You could see it. Stupidity, fitna, foolishness, diversion, right? And nothing, they don't want to. They don't make sense, and they couldn't make sense. Can you imagine? That's why the believers, when they see that, they say salam. Ain't no win in it. You can't win. Now, when we want to, we'll organize our material and we'll present it. and they'll have to watch it or turn it off. No, we know exactly right. We know exactly what we're doing. When you fish a lot, I think we've talked about this before. You can feel them out there. Yeah, you don't want to eat them, but you want to keep them there. If they're trying to get off, you pull this and then snag them, and they snagged. They're snagged. We're not snagged. We go about our business. It's so wonderful. You got to remember, this is psychological guerrilla warfare. You have to remember, I know I come from a colored background, but we done whooped this Peckerwood bad. We're whooping him bad. It's been decades since he done